The exciting thing about the ultimate Aspen experience is that we see a lot of patients, they really aren't sure what they need. And they are very interested in longevity. They want to feel their best every day. They want to take advantage of all the new developments in anti-aging therapy, from hormone therapy, senolytic drug therapy, ozone therapy. It's a way for us to combine everything that's possible to be done for an individual into an intensive 1 week experience in Aspen, 5 business days, Monday through Friday. And we do extensive testing before they arrive. So I have a complete picture of a person's entire makeup physiologically, from hormone balance to really all aspects of their metabolic state and hormone balance, to really understanding things that affect longevity. And so we do biologic age testing, something called glycan age testing, where we measure the glycoproteins, if you will, the sugar coating of proteins that causes things to get sticky, that can accelerate plaque formation. Everyone's concerned about cholesterol, but as I tell people, cholesterol alone is not going to kill you. It's, do you have inflammation? Do you have too much glucose in your system? And so we look at a lot of different factors. Obviously, hereditary factors are a big deal, but they can be overcome. And so we look at everything that we could possibly measure, including micronutrient testing. I have a number of people that take many vitamins. Well, they're kind of not sure what to take. So the latest, greatest podcast article thing, they've got a kitchen sink full of vitamin supplements, and some are duplicates, some aren't necessary, others are. And so micronutrient testing tells us, are you really absorbing what you're taking? And that, which opens up a whole nother, vast discussion on the quality of foods that we eat, on why should we eat organic and eliminate toxins and herbicides and glyphosate and chemicals from our diet that we don't even know we're ingesting, but they're there every day in commercial foods, processed foods, particularly in America. We do what's called a fit gut test, where we look at different components of gram-negative bacteria in the gut and the gut microbiome, which drives our immune system and our overall health. And so that can tell us if someone has leaky gut syndrome. Is there a reason that you're not absorbing the B vitamins that you're taking, for instance? And so that, as we do a number of those tests when they first arrive, this program also entails a year-long hormone anti-aging therapy program for men and women, specifically designed to their needs. I see women postmenopausal, perimenopausal, and premenopausal, where a little testosterone, maybe thyroid, progesterone is often overlooked in women in their 30s and 40s. And so there are many things that we could do in this, what I'll just call a discovery process, as well as we search for the root cause of why people may not be enjoying the best health that they can have. So it's really exciting. And then, we look at things like aesthetics. We use platelet-rich plasma for facial rejuvenation, for hair growth. We use very specific exosome products, perinatal tissue taken and harvested safely at the time of birth, that contains hundreds of growth factors, messenger RNA, proteins that trigger healing, that when applied to the face, when applied to the scalp for hair growth, produce really dramatic effects, even better and safe than using our own growth factors. So it really is an all-encompassing week that's tailored in advance to your arrival based on what are the specific needs. Does someone also have some joint pain? We got a degenerative cartilage in a knee from athletics and from skiing, or a rotator cuff issue with the shoulder. We have had tremendous improvement in those kind of conditions, which is really exciting and is part of that program offer as well. So in addition to this deep dive, intensive evaluation of your hormone status, metabolic status, physiology, lifestyle, diet, exercise, I include a year-long program where, about 6 weeks after we get started, depending on what I may recommend, we measure those hormones to make sure we're headed in the right direction or reaching safe, optimal levels. And then every quarter, every 3 months, we're doing blood work, we're meeting in person, we're meeting by telemedicine. I have patients all over the world. And so we don't have to be together. People think, well, gee, you're in Aspen. I don't, I can't get there more than once this year. Well, great. I don't expect you to. That's the beauty of technology. We can meet just like this and review everything and make sure that you are really feeling your very best and that all of your hormone levels are in optimal ranges, which affects a lot. It affects cholesterol metabolism, blood sugar metabolism, cognitive function, brain focus, mental focus, and so it is very rewarding from where I sit and working with people and seeing these changes because they can be very profound for a lot of individuals when oftentimes the patients we see feel like they're at the end of the road. They've seen their primary care or their OB-GYN or their buddy that's a cardiologist or whomever, and all qualified, well-meaning people. But when they're not trained in the advancements in natural bioidentical hormone therapy, the answers are often, hey, I don't know. This is just part of aging. Well, we don't have to accept that. There are many things that can be done to improve the quality of your life, to restore vitality, and help you get that edge back. I tell people, look, let's say your testosterone level is 400 or 500. Well, you're in the 40th or 50th percentile if the upper range is somewhere around 1,000 or 1,100 for a man. Different numbers for women. But I say, do you run your business at 40%? Well, of course not. Or 50% or 60%. No, we give it 100% or 110. Well, great. That's how we approach hormone therapy for men and women. We want you in the upper limits of normal, where you were in your 20s. You don't see many sick 20-year-olds. And so it is safe, and it's safe and highly effective in restoring vitality. I just have so many stories that I love to share with patients that we really have helped to transform their lives. So people ask me all the time to share stories. How does this, what's going on with people? Well, this is something I give everyone. And it's a checklist of all of your symptoms from energy level, libido, body composition, mood, sleep quality. And the check marks, the farther to the right on that page, go from mild, moderate to severe. I tell people, I want you to live on the left side of this page. You mean never? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Where you never have a bad night's sleep, where you never feel, midday like you have no energy. I just saw a guy this morning. It's been 6 weeks since I started him on treatment. His testosterone was 302. He's 47 years old. And so in his prime, a successful business guy, and he was referred by one of his friends, and he just felt terrible. Libido was down. He's, has 6 kids, I found out today. I have 5. He has 6, so he beat me. And, it takes a lot to have the energy to come home from work and engage with 6 kids, and so he wasn't feeling himself. His free testosterone was 9 or 10. And I told him the goal is that this is in the 20s, that, you feel your best all day, every day. So we measure labs usually a week after, let's say, if he's on a testosterone injection, we use testosterone pellets, sometimes creams, different formulations to accomplish it based on what they feel is best for them. And so it's only been 6 weeks. He's sleeping great. His check marks for libido, sexual function, and stamina are all on the left side of the page. In other words, he feels great, no more complaints, energy levels better. We're still dealing with a little bit of sleep issue, but we identified today that his thyroid was suboptimal. His free T3 was in the normal range. It was 2.8. Well, normal is from 2 to 4.4. Optimal is the upper limits, 3.5 to 4.4. So we started today a low dose of thyroid, which is a simple thing to do. But anyone else, and I told him, I said, you're in the normal range. But guess what? You're not only are you not optimal, I don't do anything normal. Everything is, we want it to be optimal. And he's like, great, sign me up, let's do it. And so he already feels substantially better. And a month is a short period of time, considering he's 47 and has felt bad for 5 or 10 years. And so we'll get together in another 6 weeks to see where the numbers are at. He has my cell phone. He can call me anytime to say, yeah, no, something's off. Let's do the blood work early, or I feel great. So it's a personal connection, and I enjoy it a lot. So whether you're interested in the ultimate Aspen experience and everything we can do in a week-long program, or you just want to feel better, click on the link at the bottom of the screen and we'll schedule some blood work. If you're not going to be in Aspen or Denver anytime soon, great. We'll send you to a LabCorp anywhere in the United States or your local hospital, wherever you want to go. Takes about a week to 10 days to get the results back. And then we'll just have a little telemedicine visit like this and talk about it. If we get started, I include that visit in the fee for the year. And then we can get started, quarterly labs, deal with everything that we talked about. Most of the testing can be done remotely. And then we go from there and get you back on a path to really being the best version of you that there is. Whether you're interested in the ultimate Aspen experience and want to come dive in deep and do everything we can possibly do for you, followed by a year-long follow-up program, or you just want to feel better, you want to just know where things are, click on the link. We'll schedule some blood work at a LabCorp anywhere in the U.S. if you're not here in Aspen or Denver. And then in 7 to 10 days, we'll have a little telemedicine visit like this and talk and go over things, and I'll explain the options, tell you if I think you're a candidate for what we can do or not. And if not, that's fine. There's still a lot of things you can do to feel better on a daily basis, from exercise and diet and organic eating and clean diet. And so I'm happy to give you all the tips that we can to make the best version of you that's possible.